P4, Rulang Primary School. Okay, this one is from the Rulang Primary School. I think this is weighted assessment 2, because it says mini test through here. But it's for our P4 week 22 exam paper review. Okay, so I just write down P4 week 22, 2025, uh, exam paper review. Okay, so I'm going to go to the first question. Okay, before I begin, some questions are actually geometry, which needs us to draw angles. So for those questions that I'm unable to show you like this, please consult your teacher. Okay, go and consult your respective teachers if you're not sure of how to do that question. Okay, but I'll cover most of the questions in this exam paper, just those that needs drawing, like protractor, then you need to draw the angle. I am not able to show it like that here. So you can actually go and approach your teacher, okay? But it would be good if you can even do it without approaching a teacher, right? Okay, so let's look at question one. In 7,385, the digit, which digit is in the thousands place? What is the missing number in the box above? So the thousands place is none other than number 7, because this is the thousands place only one, right? So your answer is number 7. The answer is 7, which is option number 2. So you can write number 2 here, right? Question two, what is 1,000 more than 60,548? So you know you have to add 60,548. 1,000 more means plus 1,000. Your answer will be 61548. So if you want, you can do a working even better. Okay, so your answer is number 4. So maybe the right option 4 here. Okay, question number 3. What is the, wait, I cannot seem to move. Wait, okay. Okay, question 3. What is the common multiple of 3 and 4? So, if you don't know, list out. Multiples of 3, list out a few. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, and so on. So this, you see, the greatest number is 16. So you don't need to list even more. So just up to here will be good. Now, multiples of 4, 4, 8, 12, 16, and so on. So I want the common multiple of 3 and 4 over here. You can see that the number is like, quite small, not so big. So if you look at these two rows of multiples, you can see that your answer is actually 12, which is option number 2. Okay. Question 4. What is the following, which of the following fractions is in the simplest form? So if you look at these 4 options, you can see that one of them is already in the simplest form. 3 over 9, you know you can still further simplify by dividing by 3. Okay, 8 over 9 cannot. So your answer is actually number 2. If you want to check, 6 over 12, you still can simplify, divide by 6. This one, you still can divide by 3. So that means 1, 3, and 4 are not simplified yet. But you know 8 over 9, you cannot simplify anymore. So the answer is option 2. Question number 5. Find the sum of 3/5 and 2/3. So sum means plus. So 3/5 plus 2/3. Denominator, make them the same. It will be the denominator of 15. So times 3 times 3. This one times 5. So it would be equal, so I'll be, wait, this is equal. So this one will be 9 over 15 plus 10 over 15. So this is 19 over 15. And you know that you have to make it in the mixed number. So 19 over 15 is actually 1 whole 4 over 15, which is option number 3. Okay, if you don't know, right, 1 whole 4 over 15. Why is it 1 whole 4 over 15? Okay, so you have this 19 over 15. So you have to take one whole out because it is more than one whole. And what is one whole? 15 over 15. So the remaining fraction of 4 over 15 will make up the other part of the fraction. So this one is actually one whole. So it's one whole, 4 over 15. That's how you get this. Okay, question number 6. Okay, this one. Okay, this one we can see because the protractor is given in the paper. So in the figure below, measure angle A. So you know angle A is here. I'm going to draw it in red. It's here. So if we were to look at our baseline, we can see that the baseline, the angle is reflect this way. So that means it's like this. Okay, so the baseline over here is actually this in the inner scale. So we are going to read the zero from the inner scale all the way up to where the angle stopped. So we are going to read, okay, and maybe I try my highlighter lah, huh? So from zero here, we are going to read all the way up till here. So do you know what is this number? You can see that this is in between this one. This is in between 110 and 130. So which means this over here is actually 120 degrees. Okay, this is not the outer scale. I don't go and read the outer scale. It's the inner scale. Okay, it goes from zero all the way to where the angle stops, which is here. Right? So you have to read your angles very, very properly. Right? So next one. Name the marked angle inside the triangle. So the marked angle is over here. Okay, so if your teacher have already told you, right, and the marked angle must be in the middle. Like when you label three letters, the marked angle, the letter which the marked angle is at, it must be in the middle. So like maybe I use a highlighter lah. So this is the angle here. No, 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 no. I use highlighter. Okay, so this is the angle. We're looking at this and this, right? Sorry, it's not very straight, but roughly you know what I mean lah. So this is how you read this angle. You have to follow the line. So it's W, X, Y. You don't write W, Y, X. Cannot. This letter must be in the middle, okay? So it's actually angle W, X, Y. Okay, some of you actually write the angle YXW also can, but normally we go from top to bottom lah. Okay, so this is your answer. You see the letter or the angle is in the middle. See that? Okay. Okay. Question number 8. What is 237 times 43? What is the missing number in the box above? This question, please do your working. So 237 times 43. So I'm going to use two colors. Okay, first one is for the three ones. So maybe I'm going to use green. Okay, so 7 times 3, it's 21. So I put a 1, I carry 2. 3 times 3, 9. 9 plus 2, 11. Here, one. There's another 1 here, carry 1. So 2 times 3, 6. 6 plus 1, 7. Okay, you're done with the first one. So this is 3 ones. Okay, now the next one we are going to use, I'm going to use a blue one. I'm going to multiply the top number by 4 tens. So after you're done, put a 0. Now 7 times 4, 28. So 8. Okay, the 2 you have to write again on top because this is the other one, not this 2. This one already done. Okay, so you have to write the 2. You have to write the 2 over here. Now 3 times 4 is 12. 12 plus 2 times 4. Okay, sorry. This is 28, right? 28, 8. Okay, so carry 2. So 3 times 4 is 12. 12 plus 2, 14. So 14. So another 1 over here. Okay, see, I use two different colors so that you won't get confused. Okay, now 2 times 4, 8. 8 plus 1, 9. So I'm going to add up these two numbers. Okay, so this is 1, this is 9, this is 11, 1, 0, 1, 9, 1. That's the answer. Okay, if you're careless, you won't get this answer, of course, right? Question number 9. A number is 7,000 when rounded to the nearest 1,000. Okay, so I want to know what is the smallest possible number. So I do a time, not timeline, I'm sorry, a number line. For rounding off, I always use a number line to gauge the smallest and greatest possible number. So rounded value, 7,000 in the middle. Nearest 1,000, right? So left side, 1,000 less, which is 6,000. Right side, 1,000 more, which is 8,000. Always look for the midpoint of each side of the number line. So this is in the middle of 6,000 and 7,000 is 6,500. This is 7,500. I want the smallest possible value, means I will have to go from 7,000 back to the midpoint at the back. Okay, so this is your answer. Why? Because let's say, okay, if you want to round to the nearest possible thousand, the hundreds place cannot be more and less. If you say you minus one, 6,500 minus one is 6,499. The hundreds place is already less than 5. You cannot round up to 7,000. You will round back down to 6,000. So this is not my answer. So your answer is 6,500. That's the smallest. Okay. Question number 10. Wait, I change color for my pen. Okay. Pupils from four classes chose their favorite sports as shown in the table below. So you have volleyball, basketball, wushu, badminton, and rope skipping. So 3A to 3D. Okay. How many more pupils chose basketball than rope skipping? So let's look at basketball. Okay, where is my highlighter? Okay, wait. Highlighter. Okay, basketball is here. Oh, sorry. Basketball is here. Rope skipping is here. So I'm looking at this one and this one. So I need to find the total for these two groups. Okay, so basketball first. So basketball is just write B lah. Okay, so add up all the total number of children. 8 plus 7 plus 9 plus 10, which is 34. So here total 34. Now what about rope skipping? You have to add these values. 5 plus 2 plus 8 plus 12, which is 27. So this is 27. So I want to know how many more pupils chose basketball than rope skipping. Find the difference between these two groups. So 34 minus 27. Your answer will be 7 more pupils. So that's right. 7 more pupils. Okay. Okay, good. Now let's go on to question 11. Oh, this is the one I'm talking about. I cannot show you, but you know that BAC is 55, so you have to draw an angle from A, yeah? Okay, my answer is, yeah, lah, I have it, lah, but I cannot help you here like that. So maybe you can, I mean, you will have to approach your teacher if you don't understand. So I'm going to skip this for now, okay? So I'm going to question 12. Mandy has more than 29 but fewer than 41 Charmeleon, is it? I don't know. Okay, Pikachu and Pikachu cards. Okay, she wants to give some cards to her friends. If she gives 5 cards to each of her friends, she will be short of 3 cards. When she gives 3 cards to each of her friends, she will have 11 cards left. Each statement below is either true, false, or not possible to tell from the information given here. Okay. For each statement, put a tick in the correct column. So what we are going to do is we have to do a shortage surplus listing method first to get our answer. So this is what we have to solve first. Then we can see whether the statements given here are true or false or not possible to tell. So you know that the number range is more than 29, fewer than 41, which means that the number of cards she has is between 30 to 40 cards. So we focus on this number range. Huh? It says here she wants to give 5 cards to each of her friends. She will, oh, sorry. I think I do this. Okay. Meanwhile, maybe this will help. A little bit space here. Okay. I need to do working here. Okay. So if she give 5 cards to each of her friends, she will be short of 3. So the first scenario, 5 cards to each of her friends, right? So multiples of 5. Short of 3 means she doesn't have that 3. Shortage means minus 3. So I'm going to look at the multiples of between 30 to 40. Yeah. So if you want, you can actually list out everything because you know why? Because it says that she is going to give to some cards to her friends. So her friends are the fixed number of groups. So we have to list out 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, like that. Okay, can. I think no need to go further than that already. Because it's until 40 lah. So you minus 3. So 5 minus 3 is 2. This is 7. This is 12. This is 17. This is 22. 32. 30, 32. 30. Wait a minute. 20, 12, 17. This is 22. This is 32. And this is 30. Wait. No, this is not 32. I'm sorry. Scratch that. I am a little bit blurred today. Sorry. So 22, 30 minus this is 27. This is 32. Sorry, my mistake. This is 37. Okay, something was wrong here. I knew it, but I wasn't able to see it earlier. Sorry about that. So now the next one, if she gives 3 cards to each of her friends, she'll have 11 left. So I'm going to do this again. 3 cards to each of her friends. So this one times 3. 11 left means remainder 11. Quite a big number. Huh? So it's okay. Just slowly do a question. So this will be 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, and so on. Okay. So actually, we do until 30, 33, 36, and 39. Saver. Okay. So, okay, plus 11 here. So here is 14. This is 17. This is 20. 12 plus 11, 23. 15 plus 11, 26. 18 plus 11, 29. Then 21 plus 11 is 32. This 24 plus 11 is 38. Okay, I stop here because it's until 40. So you know that when we do this kind of question, we always compare the lower row because that will be when the total is at. So it's between 30 to 40. Yeah. So we are going to write down the number of friends because it says that she gives some cards to her friends. The number of friends is fixed. Fixed number of friends. So we have to write down this is for one friend. Friends. If this is for one friend, this is a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so if you look at these two rows, I need the number of friends to be fixed, which is 7, because this is the correct column. Same column, same total. Can you see that? I think I use black color because they have 32 here. Okay, and the number of friends is 7. So with this, you are able to answer your question. It says here, Mandy has 35 cards altogether. Nope, she has 32. So this is actually false. Mandy wants to give the cards to 7 friends. Do you have 7 friends? Yes, you do. So this is true. Mandy has more Charmeleon than Pikachu cards. We only know the total number of cards she has is 32 cards. We don't know how many are each type. So we are not possible to tell which type of cards has more. So your answer is for the third one is not possible to tell. Okay, so this is your answer for question 12. Let's look at question 13. There are 42 boys and 36 girls in the robotics club. They are put into equal groups with both boys and girls in each group. The number of boys in each of the groups is the same. The number of girls in each of the groups is also the same. What can be the greatest number of groups formed? So this kind of question, we cannot divide or whatever. We have to find the factors and multiples method because right now we don't have how many girls and how many boys are there in each group. We only know that the number of girls and the number of boys in each group will be the same. Okay. So, I mean, the number of boys in each group is the same. The number of girls in each group is the same. What we are going to do is we have to list out the factors of 42 and 36. So look at factors of 42 first. So it's 1 and 42, 2 and 21, 3 and 14, and the rest will be 6 and 7. No more. Okay. Now this is the boys. Now the girls, we have 36 girls. So I'm going to find the factors of 36, 1 and 36, 2 and 18, 3 and 12, 4 and 9, and 6 and 6. So if you look at this, right, what do this mean? Okay, it means that let's say if we only have one group, all 42 boys will go into one group. Here, one group, all 36 girls go into one, right? So now, if let's say we have two groups, the number of boys will split between two groups. So if you have two groups, each group will have only 21 boys. And likewise, if you have two groups, 36 girls will split into two groups. So each group will have only 18 girls. So this one, three groups, 14 boys each, six groups, 7 boys each. Then you switch around. 7 groups, 6 boys each. 14 groups, 3 boys each. 21 groups, 2 boys each. If there are 42 groups, obviously each group only can have one boy. Okay, so this one is the same. So one group, all 36 girls. Two groups, each 18 girls. Three groups, 12 girls each. Four groups, 9 girls each. Six groups, 6 girls each. Okay, so if you look at all these rows of factors, right, you actually can see that your highest common factor is a 6. What does the 6 means? It means you have 6 groups, 7 boys each. This one, 6 groups as well, but 6 girls each. Okay, because it says that you are putting them into equal groups of with boys and girls in each group. So the number of groups will be the same. Okay, must be fixed. Cannot be the girls go into 5 groups and the boys go into 10 groups, right? So this one is the number of groups. You have 6 groups altogether. So what is the greatest number of groups formed? Your answer is 6 groups. Now the question you be, how many more boys and girls are there in each group? So we can see one group got 7 boys, one group got 6 girls. Sorry, I didn't got S, 7 boys, plural. So you have to just take 7 minus 6. The answer is just 1. So this one, how many more boys? One more boy. Then girl in each group. Okay. So question, I'm going to move on to the next one, which is question number 14. Okay, I think I enlarge it better. Okay, more to screen. Okay, easier, right? Okay. Question 14. Mr. So, a fruit seller, had 2,000 durians for sale. 110 of them were rotten and thrown away. A, how many rotten durians were thrown away? Okay, we solve A first. Then we look at B. So you know that total 2,000, 110 thrown away. So which means that total 2,000. So if 110 thrown away, it means that total is one whole. So which means 10 out of 10 is a value of 2,000. So look at 1 over 10. So 2,000 divided by 10, 200. Rotten durians thrown away is only 110. So answer here, 200 durians. Okay. Question B. He sold the remaining durians at $5 each. How much did he earn from the sale of the remaining durians? Okay, if you want to use fraction, you can find 9 over 10 because 10, 10, 110 thrown, 9, 10 left. But if you want to use numbers, you know that total 2,000. If you throw away 200, what is the remaining number of apples? I mean, sorry, durians. So you find the remaining. Sorry, wrong spelling. Yeah, Remain. So 2,000, you take away how many you throw away? 200. You're left with 1,800 durians. So these durians, he is going to sell them at $5 each. So you take 1,800 times $5. So the answer will be 8. I don't like the equal, always like that. Okay. Equal $9,000. So the sale he earned is just $9,000 here. So you write here. You have to write the dollar sign, please. Okay. Okay. Question 15. Okay, this one I need to do a little bit smaller if you can see. Okay, so Rex, Danny, and Max went on a trip together. Rex spent more than Danny, but $98 less than Max. Max spent $2,800. What was the total amount of money spent by the three men? So there's this person, Fiona's solution. She has this. So there is something wrong with the solution. So show how you will find the answer to the problem. So what it means is you have to work out your answer. Okay. So that once you work it out, you will be able to see where is the error in the solution on top here. So what we're going to do is let's draw. Okay. So it says that okay, these three people went on a trip. Rex spent 546 more than Danny, but 98 less than Max. So we have to start with Rex first. Rex 546 more than Danny. So I'm going to draw Rex and Danny. Rex spent more than Danny. Difference of 546. So this is 546. But Rex spent 98 less than Max. So Max is here. So that means Max spent $98 more than Rex. So maybe a little bit longer. So this is $98. Okay. You know that Rex, he himself spent 2,008. So Rex, you can write there 2,800. So we can find out how much Danny spent because it says Rex is spending 546 more than Danny. So Danny will be 2800 minus away 546. So Danny spent 2254. Okay. Now we have to find out Max. So you know Rex spent 2008, but it is actually $98 less than Max. So that means Max cannot be lesser than Rex. It will be more than Rex by $98. So you have to take 2,800 plus $98. So Max spent 2,898. And the total will be adding all the values of these boys together, three men together. Okay, so you add them up. So total, you just add 2800 plus 2254 plus 2898. The total they spent is 7952. So this is 7952. So if you look at your solution and the solution on top, you can see that the first step is correct. Yes, Danny spent 2254. But can you see this one is the one that's error? Because you cannot minus for max. You have to add, like what I said here. Okay, so this is not the correct one. So if this is wrong, that means the total is wrong as well. Okay, so explain the mistake if you're not a solution. Okay, you can use your own words to explain. Okay, because for me, I will write this down. You can just take a look. I can just, okay, the first one, Rex and Danny, nothing wrong. Okay, it's correct. It's just the part for Max. So you know that Rex spends $98 less than Max. So you cannot plus. You cannot minus. You have to plus because Rex is 2008. Because given that Rex spends 2008, right? Max should not spend lesser than Rex. So the correct solution is, okay, so we can write here the correct solution to find how much Max spends should be, you can write down your own solution here. 2800 plus 98 equals to 2898. Okay, then with this correct answer, you will be able to find the correct total. Okay, so this is how you can actually explain it in words. Just make sure you explain it until the point where the teacher actually understands. The most important is to show this working here. Okay, so yeah, that's about it. And we have come to the end of the exam paper review.